So I'm here at YCS Indianapolis. I'm here with Connor Snow. Connor?
Hi guys, I'm here to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
So Connor, I like the YCS so far.
It's pretty fun, pretty fun. Lots of good competitive players here. It's cool. This is the second YCS of the season in this location. That's pretty cool because pretty conveniently close to us.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, I like when Konami has more events that's not California.
Yeah,
Every year it's guaranteed like 3, 4 YCSs in California. And you're not really seeing any on the East Coast for the most part. We had Charlotte, I think.
yeah,
But I mean, we'll have like one Charlotte, and for every one Charlotte they'll have more on the West Coast. And it's cool to see more events like in Indianapolis, in North Carolina, and hopefully maybe Columbus. I think Columbus would be a great place to have a venue for a YCS.
yeah. This is the fourth premier event I've gone to this WCQ season. I've never gone to this many in a season before, ever.
So how you like the price support for this event? Having a good time now?
Not, it's okay, you know. It would be more the how good it feels to top if I was to top than the actual price.
So you drove 4 hours, paid for a hotel, spent how much on your deck?
Gosh, I spent a lot of. I'm playing Snake Eye Cashdera, so it had to be a lot that I spent on that deck, honestly.
Just for the feeling of potentially, not a guaranteed, but potentially topping, right?
Yeah.
$200 get you a hooker, get a blowjob. The fuck are we doing in this game? The fuck are we doing in this game?
I don't know. It's kind of just addictive, honestly.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game, it's good itself. I enjoy the game itself, but I really don't like everything else. I always say Yu-Gi-Oh's a bad marriage, but you're with it because you enjoy like the good memories, and I enjoy the good memories of playing this game. But everything from the price support, it's just not as good. And I want to know what you think about like all that as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! Events, and how do you feel the future of this game is going to be?
Um, I'm hoping that they either give cash pricing or better pricing. Um, but to be honest, even if they don't, that's probably not gonna ever stop me from playing. And I feel like they know that, which is, why they're probably never gonna do cash pricing. But yeah, I think a lot of people just, it means a lot to them to try so hard at something and accomplish it. And I think that that's the driving force for a lot of the competitive players.
Now, do you think that driving force will continue for an indeterminate amount of time, or do you think players will just change to do other things?
I think a lot of people, I think we do cycle through a lot of players. Like once they reach that, probably like they've been playing competitively for like a decade. I feel like a lot of them eventually kind of just go do something else, or just quit or take a break or don't play as seriously. I don't see myself ever doing that anytime soon, though.
You still love and enjoy coming to these events and playing and doing all that stuff?
Yeah,
You were playtesting yesterday, right?
yeah. I was playtesting yesterday.
Why would you play? I mean, obviously we playtested way before that, like nonstop.
Yeah.
But why do you feel it's important to playtest even at the last minute?
Just to make sure your head is in the right place before the event. You want to make sure you know all the correct lines to do with like certain hands, or make sure you're on top of like what you're siding in, siding out. You just want to ensure yourself that you're gonna play right the next day.
Mm. So last night you were playtesting, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I did last night?
What?
Went to Hooters and got drunk.
Did you really?
And it was so much better than playtesting. I was actually happy at a Konami event.
Guys, don't do what he does. Do what I do. Playtest a lot. Guys, don't do what he does. Playtest a lot.
Yeah, playtest. Play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, hey, listen, if you win at YCS, you can win a Nintendo Switch. I mean, my hotel cost about 3 of those consoles, but it's great that if you win a Switch. Because nobody has a Switch. They're rare, right? I haven't even seen a Switch. They're hard to find consoles. A $2,000 deck to a Konami event to win a $200 Switch. Well, it's actually $150. $200 is MSRP if you go to Walmart. Secondary market, you get it easily.
Keep playtesting, guys.
You want a nice play mat? That goes for about $80 on eBay. A vanilla monster. Would you ever use that? Glutonia. The fuck are we here?
This game's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And like I think it has to do that we've just tried so hard. We've gone to so many events. We've playtested so much. Neither of us, well, at least to my knowledge, I don't think you've ever topped a premiere event.
I have.
haven't.
I won Worlds. I have a Switch to prove it.
Anyways, I think we've all just tried so hard, and it makes us want to reach that goal.
Do you feel like if it was to win like a YCS, you'd be like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I think I'm gonna not play as much Yu-Gi-Oh. Or would you go? You know what? I'm going to another YCS.
I'd probably go to more events, honestly.
What's the difference between Yu-Gi-Oh players and borderline addicts?
I don't think there is much of a difference.
Addicts have rehab. So, what is the hardest part about this meta right now? You feel?
You have to find that good in between of the right amount of engine and the right amount of non-engine, and it has to be relevant non-engine. Um, and you have to make your deck consistent enough, but not like too consistent because the non-engine stuff takes away from the consistency. Um, I don't know. I think that this is honestly a pretty difficult format because so many people have such similar decks, and when people have really similar decks, it's like really small things give you the edge. Like, say you play this hand trap that not everybody else is playing, um, then that could give you a big edge. Say you play test like 8 hours a day and your opponent only play tests like 7 hours a day, that could give you a big edge. Just a little tiny things right now.
All that time and effort, we could literally learn like jujitsu and have so much more money in our pocket.
I think he's onto something. This game is kind of addictive. Just looking. Somebody keeps messaging me.
They're not important. You're doing an interview that's going to be seen by millions.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe even billions.
A bots.
A bots.
Yeah. What's your take on the Yu-Gi-Oh as like a community?
I think a lot of the players are good people. I don't have an issue with a lot of the players. At least in person. Sometimes people can be kind of toxic online, but at the same time, I also don't get myself too involved with the online Yu-Gi-Oh players. Um, my biggest complaint is sometimes people don't want to like communicate while they're playing. Probably, like if you're doing something, say it. Don't just like activate a rota, search a marauding captain, and like not even announce what you're doing or anything.
Can I continue?
Yeah.
So, what's the hardest part you think about playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh?
Trying for me, it's trying to find the free time to even do it. Because like you gotta have free time. And it's so easy to lose free time. Like anybody that has a full time job probably cannot play test that much. Um, and like for me, I have a really early job, and when I get off work, all I want to do is sleep. So I have to really force myself to play test right now.
Do you feel playtesting is the most important, one of the most important factors in becoming a competitive meta Yu-Gi-Oh player? Let me finish the question.
Sorry. Continue.
Do you think becoming one of the most important parts of becoming a competitive meta Yu-Gi-Oh player is playtesting?
Yeah, I think 100% playtesting. I think it's good to find playtesting partners who have similar goals to you, and also kind of either a similar like skill level to you or better than you, honestly. Um,
Is that where you always hit me up for the better unity part?
I'd say you're close to my level.
Yeah. And one day you'll do good. I might win this YCS to shut you up.
I'd be proud of you.
I wouldn't want you to look at me. Not in the eyes, at least. I'm too busy fucking going back to who's getting drunk. There's no you playtest of why I got blasted, and I'm still gonna win this YCS. How would you feel about your playtesting then?
I don't know. I'd try harder next time, I guess.
Yeah, go to Hooters. 2 for 1 appetizers. So, why do you think that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players have issues within Konami as a company? Do you think Konami needs to improve for the player base, or the player base needs to get used to the type of treatment Konami has been doing and has always been doing with them?
I feel like a little bit of both. Um, I think Konami does do stuff for the players that's like really nice. Like remember the UDS thing? I feel like they almost spoiled us with that whole event. Like I feel like they didn't even have to do that, but they did. Um, there's rarity collection. I feel like they spoiled us with that, um, and they didn't even have to. Um, let's see. But then there's other things where I feel like they could also do some stuff for the players, like mainly just the prize support, honestly, and just more communication of what they're doing.
The UDS is like, what, 5 years old?
Yeah, I think it was from like it was either from 2016 or 2017,
And you're
something like
still fucking thanking them for something done that long ago?
that. It was fun.
That's like me breaking your knee and you're in the hospital and you're around your family. You're like, yeah, but back in 2017, we shared a good moment. So, how much money do you think you spent to go and be here at this event competing today? Estimate.
uh, Gosh, the hotel and like food and stuff, at least $200.
And if you will, what's the price again? Just remind me.
Well, if you top 32, you get a playmat. If you top 16, you get a box of packs.
You get a box? How many?
24 packs.
24? That's one box.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of packs. Konami's outdone themselves, haven't they?
I think I wouldn't even have that much of an issue with their price support if it wasn't so like ridiculously hard to top. Like say
For example.
for example, instead of top 32, say they did just top 128 and everybody got a playmat or everybody got a box or something like that. I feel like that's more reasonable. But man, it's an 1,800 person event and you got a top 32 and you get a playmat, and then if you top 16, you get a box of cards.
Do you feel like Konami's cheap on purpose because the play is allowed to happen?
Sorry, what?
Do you feel like Konami's cheap on purpose because the play is allowed to happen?
I'd say that has a lot to do with it. I'd say a lot of it has to do with they just try to stay on a budget too. But I'd say a mixture of those two.
Konami's hurting for money? Multi-billion-dollar company hurting for money? So, Con, I really appreciate you for the interview. Thank you for coming to the interview.
Yeah, thank you. Nice having you guys.
For having them for what?
I don't know. Do it again. Do it again.
Don't you know how to do my channel, okay? I might end it with that. How about that, you fuck?
Tag on it. Join Team Top Tech.
Hey guys, so that's the interview, guys. Once again, let me know guys what you think about this in the comments down below. What would you answer some of the questions? Would you answer them differently? And if you do, let me know in the comments down below. Connor?
Thanks for having me, guys.